beginner slope, a snowmobile and an ancient discovery. We're skiing in Xinjiang right here on Drone and Phone. Welcome to another episode of Drone and Phone. We're here in Altay. What are we doing today, Jack?
Here in the Xiyu yeah, so it's a brand new one, just opened on the 1st January. It's slightly smaller than the normal one we visit.
Yeah, if you come to this area, there are some fantastic ski resorts, but there's also places if you're new to skiing to learn or just to play in the snow. If you want to get a bit of snow experience and you don't want to pay the big fees of those big resorts, places like this is what we're going to look at in this episode. Right, Jack, let's go. Ask anyone in China's ski world where the real action is and they'll send you straight to the northwest. Xinjiang delivers massive mountains, killer snow and seasons that stretch for months. Now we're taking you on a tour of 9 standout resorts, home to China's longest run, Asia's steepest descent and some of the best off-piste lines anywhere, plus a few family-friendly gems you won't want to miss. If you've not skied before or are visiting Altay in the winter and want to have some fun in the snow, Xiyu Ski Resort is for you. It's just a short drive outside the city and won't feel intimidating for a first-time skier. The setup is very simple with easy-to-use equipment and just carpet lifts to get you up the slope. Well, look at this view behind me. Absolutely spectacular. Let me give you a quick lay of the land of this resort. We have a 400-metre slope coming down here. There's a break about halfway where it gets a lot gentler. A little bit of steepness at the top, but nothing too bad. Lots of width here in the piste, so great for learning. And then on the other side, we're going to go over there in a minute. You can see an even more gentle slope there, designed for people learning. We always recommend, if you're going to come to a place like this and you're not a skier, that you start somewhere like here rather than going to one of the big resorts. You can spend 1 or 2 days just learning how to do the basics here, and then you can move on to the bigger resorts where you're going to get the benefit of the long runs. Otherwise, you're spending a lot of money for effectively doing exactly what you can do here for a cheaper price. Now, Jack is just coming up. We're going to have a couple of runs on this, and then afterwards we're going to do something a little bit special. Xiyu has a total piste length of 3.8 kilometers, all set up for beginners, though they have ambitious plans to expand significantly. There is no official English instructors provided, but we found one of the lift staff had very good English and has ambitions to return as an instructor soon.
My name is Altay.
Yeah.
I'm from this town.
Yeah, and tell me a little bit about Altay as a town.
Yeah, Altay is a small town about North Xinjiang.
Yeah.
And we always call Altay like snow city.
Yeah.
This is a snow city, and every year many foreigners or some visitors come to
skiing.
Come skiing.
And you're working on the lift because you work as a student. You're a student, right?
Yeah. I'm a student. I just work here for about 1 month. Then I go to the college.
And this resort, what do they specialize in here? What's special about this place?
This special about there is some children come here for first skiing. If you are skiing very well, you can go to the Xinjiang.
Yeah. So it's a place to learn to ski. Is what you're saying. Yeah. On weekdays, you'll find school groups coming through to learn to ski, partly because the resort prides itself on its safety standards. It's also much cheaper than the neighbouring, much larger resort of Xinjiang, which we will cover in a later episode. So we've got a little surprise for us. We're going to take one of these motor, I don't know how to say it in ski moto in English. So we're going to go on a little ride that they have as an extra little activity to keep us interested. Okay, let's go. Xiyu is designed as a snow playground with other activities for adults and children to try out. For me, it was a chance to ride and then later drive a snowmobile up into the mountain above the resort, which was much easier than I had expected. So Jack has seen me on this and now he wants to pretend that he's riding it. Altai has a special claim on the sport of skiing, having found cave paintings that appear to depict Paleolithic hunters using skis. The pictures have been dated to between 10,000 and 30,000 years ago, outdating 8,000-year-old ski rock carvings in Russia. This gives Altai the claim as the birthplace of skiing. There is a museum in the city that explains this, but we were told there were still people in the area making the skis, so next morning we drove out to visit one.
Ooh, that's a serious machine to clean the snow. Look at that, the two big truck.
Well, it's been snowing overnight and we are now heading off to see one of the ancient snow ski makers. They still make the old skis that originated skiing as we know it today, or they claim it does.
First ski maker, one of the last. Kazakhs, that's their traditional skill when they do navigation in the mountain in the snow season.
We've got perfect weather for it, look at this.
你好。
Putting on his jacket.
这是什么皮啊？这是？
羊皮。
这是羊皮。
对。
Very cool.
这是一整套的，大衣加上裤子，那么这一整套做出来需要5只羊皮。
哦。
像有些羊那些肚子、那尾巴那些地方皮都不能要。
啊。
Selembek, a third-generation Kazakh inheritor of the intangible cultural heritage of fur ski craftsmanship, continues to run a workshop alongside his son.
Yeah, so this is also a manufacturer workshop for them, for the tourists. When they come, they can experience how to make a miniature of the fur ski. So this is what you can take back home as a small souvenir.
So this is the workshop here where they will create the skis. This is a dying art that very few people still know how to do. It's what they call an intangible heritage. And our friend here is the man who is going to be doing that. So what we have here is the old Kazakh skis. They've got fur on the bottom. And the reason for this is that they have different tractions. So when going uphill, it grips onto the snow, and then when going downhill it slides in the opposite direction and makes it easy to go down. So the fur actually on the bottom of the ski helps them cross country, going both up and down slopes, as has been described by my very good friend here. The clothes that we're wearing here are of course the ancient Kazakh clothing for this time of year. This is sheep skin around here, and what's the name of this? Fox hair on the hat that we have right here. The two now offer fur ski making and ski experiences to visiting tourist groups. In the next episode, we're going to be heading south to review two of Xinjiang's biggest resorts before returning here to Altai for the final episode. Well, that's the end of this episode, Jack. This has been a real experience, not just skiing this time, though we have had a little bit of beginner skiing, but also experiencing some of the culture and the traditions in this birthplace of skiing.
Very playful. Yeah, though this is also eye-opening. It's all connected with our ski episode. This is like back to 12,000 years, people say. Very interesting.
Very long time. Now, if you want to see all of our episodes, you're going to find them on our website at droneandphone.com and also on our YouTube channel. For now, my name's DJ.
I'm Jack.
And this is Drone and Phone. So how do you say Altai in English?
Altai.
Altai.
Yeah, Altai.
Okay. And in Chinese?
Altay.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's Altai, Jack. I had it right before. I just want to make it clear that I said that and he tried to correct me.